There are a lot of game releases in September 2022, but some stick out above the rest. Let's take a look at the releases coming up in September. Steel Rising is a Souls-like from the up-and-coming studio Spiders. Their previous games have been RPGs with titles like Greedfall. They're taking a step into different territory with their new game. You take the reins of an automaton dancer who is now the Queen's protector. It releases on September 8th. Return to Monkey Island is the long-awaited sequel to the old-school Monkey Island adventure games. This new one has an all-new style, which has left some fans wanting and others excited. Not personally the kind of game I'm super hyped for, but definitely a notable game. We'll see how it turns out soon on September 19th. Diofield Chronicle is a new strategy RPG from Square Enix. It has elements of real-time strategy, similar to the old Growlancer series, and the soundtrack is composed by two of the composers from Game of Thrones, and the character designs and concepts were done by the art director of the more recent Final Fantasy series. An interesting combination of talent could make for a fun game. That will be releasing on September 22nd. The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero is a RPG from Falcom, and part of a long-running series. That series traces its roots all the way back to the 90s on Japanese PCs. This particular entry was released quite some time back in 2010, and is the first of two parts. Trails from Zero is pretty highly regarded, now has made its way for the first time in English to Western platforms. It'll release on September 27th. Valkyrie Elysium marks the return of a much earlier series, Valkyrie Profile. It's been 16 years since the last mainline entry, though this title isn't technically a sequel. It's hard to say exactly what relation Elysium will have to the other games in the series, but it will, like previous entries, be steeped in Norse mythology. The gameplay is much different this time, being more like a fast-paced action RPG. It's exciting to see a series like this return, though I'm personally going to wait for the PC release. It'll be interesting to see where they take it. It first releases on PS4 and PS5 on September 29th, and will later release on PC platforms on November 11th. For me, the most promising of these titles is probably Valkyrie Elysium, though Diofield Chronicle does give it a run for its money. Guess we'll find out which of these lives up to that potential and which ones don't, soon. Until next time, good luck.